What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Advisor Conversations. So, I hope everyone is doing well. I know medyo challenging na over the past couple of weeks after na Metro Manila and some parts of Calabarzon bumalik sa MECQ and we're still on lockdown and COVID cases nandyan pa rin, hindi pa rin nawawala. So, hope kahit papano we've adjusted to the new normal. So, in this episode of Advisor Conversations, I have two guests again from our agents, our unit, DNA unit. First, introduce ko muna. Doon muna tayo sa ladies first muna. The lady behind the Vital Advice, Miss Giselle Apuyan. Hi, Giselle.
Hello, everyone.
Kamusta?
Okay naman so far. Yan, maulan ngayon. Kaya, medyo malamig dito. Oo
nga pala. Dito rin medyo mag-gloomy yung weather. So, medyo masarap matulog. Alright, the other advisor na introduce ko rin is the man behind the Family Man PH na Facebook page. Please welcome Gian Liu.
Hi everyone. Afternoon.
Kamusta?
Weekend nyo?
Okay naman. Okay naman ang weekend. Medyo gloomy weather na parang medyo sarap lang matulog. Malamig pa. Plus, diba? Tapos maulan. So, especially yesterday was Saturday. Actually, lalabas to Thursday pa eh. So, alam niyo na, nung weekend namin to shoot. So yan. Today, we'll talk about insurance once again since we're from Film Life and ang main advocacy namin is really all about protection. And as the tagline nga ng Film Life goes, we race against the risk, which is focus on insurance and protection. So we'll talk about some misconceptions about life insurance or insurance in general, particularly life and health. Yun yung focus ng Film Life. So yun yung pag-uusapan natin. So before anything else, before tayo mag-dive down to the misconceptions, diba? So, si Giselle and Gian are advisors na kahit paano fairly new, 1 to 2 years ang experience, but have been trained naman to become really good financial advisors to their clients. So, in these, tama ba ako? First 2 years to si Giselle, 2 years ka na ba?
Yes, this April, pero parang August yun talagang yung nag-start talaga na tuloy-tuloy.
Ayun. So, and si Gian has been an advisor for about a year.
Yes.
A year.
This August.
So in your short stint as financial advisors, ang unang question ko is, what are the most common reasons first kung bakit your clients or people that you approach or talk to don't get insurance? Ano yung mga common reasons or excuse nila of not getting insurance? Whoever, kahit sino. Sige, si Gian muna.
Yes. Alright, ako muna. Ako, yung for my family and friends, the first ones that I approach, ang unang mga objections nila is that they already have an insurance. So they they already purchased it a few years ago, and most of the time those are my objections that I got. And the second one is the budget. Yung budget naman, that they don't have any budget for now, and all. Those two are the most common objections that I receive.
Budget and meron na.
Yes.
Alright. Si Giselle, ikaw Giselle. Ano
yung
most common?
Sa akin naman, most common is mahal agad. Mahal agad yung insurance.
Okay.
So, yan, number one. And then susunod yun nga. Dahil mahal yan, hindi ko afford yan.
Mm-hmm.
So, dahil hindi niya afford, pasok na rin siya sa budget. So, number one is budget. And yung misconception na hindi nila afford. Kahit na meron talagang mga insurance na kaya naman nila dahil merong mga different insurance products for their needs. And kung ano yung kakayanin nila for their budget. Yun yung misconception nila.
Other than that, budget, yes.
Other than that, sa tingin ko yung hindi hindi other than budget, sa tingin ko ang tingin nila sa insurance is that ang insurance hindi pa nila kailangan as of kasi parang yung sense of urgency wala pa kasi
Okay.
hindi nila nafi-feel na kailangan nila ng insurance as of the moment.
Okay.
So, akala din ng iba na pag kumuha ka, kahit matanda ka na, is same lang. Same lang yung insurance, yung premiums, and yung coverage. So, hindi nila naiisip na with age na nag-i-edad sila, yun pala yung mas mahirap ng kumuha ng insurance. Kasi ang iniisip nila, ay, hindi ko pa kaya ngayon. So, ngayon, kung hindi ko kaya ngayon, kaya ko yan sa susunod kasi baka may pera na ako sa susunod. Pero hindi nila naiisip na pwedeng may pera ako sa susunod pero sobrang mahal na. So yun yung isa nilang hindi nila naiisip.
So budget and yung urgency na feeling nila hindi pa nila kailangan. Which is a good
Saka yun.
Yung hindi pa kailangan part, i-segue ko lang rin. We had an episode before with another two advisors, si JR and March, about at what point do you really need insurance, diba? Yun yung pwede nyo tignan dun sa part na hindi pa kailangan. Ako naman, ako medyo matagal na rin sa industry, like 7 years. So, ang madalas na, yun, actually, budget is one, and then yung meron ng insurance is one. And nung nag-start ako, siguro yung 7 years ago, nag-start ako, laging ang sinasabi ng mga client kadalasan is, yung awareness nila about what insurance is. Yung laging sinasabi nila, ay, hindi ko yan kailangan kasi, di ba pang ano lang yan, parang pag namatay ka lang. O, hindi ko naman ma-enjoy yung benefits niyan, or tsaka hindi naman ako makikinabang dyan, di ba? Hindi ako makikinabang dun sa benefits ng insurance ko. So parang, nung nag-start ako ganun, medyo nag-evolve na rin now eh. Like, now,
actually, now, mas aware na yung mga tao. Most of the time, yung mga nakakausap ko ngayon, may approaches, aware na sila about insurance, about the different products of insurance. Ano yung insurance, what it can do for them, and also yung mga products ng mga insurance companies.
And also, no,
sige.
And also, no, isa pang naiisip ng mga clients. May mga clients na hindi na-differentiate. So, hindi pa sila kasi educated about insurance masyado. So, ang naiisip nila is same siya sa pre-need companies, like yung mga nagsasara, gano'n. Yung natatakot sila na baka magsara, baka mapunta sa wala yung money nila. Yun yung isa nilang kinakatakot.
Which is legit fear din. Diba? From the client perspective. Siyempre, we are not, parang from the client perspective, kung first time mong kumuha ng insurance and you're not really as educated as others, na parang feeling mo, nakakatakot talaga. Kumbaga, hindi ka magiging ganun ka confident about it. Pero yun nga, sabi ni Jen, tama rin yung sinabi ni Jen, medyo nag-evolve na rin. No? Ngayon, mas aware na sila what insurance is. Ang question na lang usually is yun, babalik dun sa budget na kaya ko ba, afford ko ba, and siguro pasok tayo dun sa misconception na I feel na nakikita ng mga tao is yung mahal ang insurance. Diba? Which is not the case naman, diba? Kasi like sa atin, we have other types of insurance na magkano lang.
Yes.
Magkano lang, diba? Like
you can get an insurance for 10 pesos a day. Diba?
Yun, no? Yun, mga
1 million na yung coverage mo for just 10 pesos a day. So,
and how much lang yun in a month or in a year? Diba?
In
a month,
parang
300 lang. Diba? 3,600. More or less, nasa 3 to 4. Minsan nga, pag 500,000 coverage lang, nasa 2 plus lang eh. Diba? 2
plus lang.
Yeah, 2 plus lang. Plus, so it doesn't really have to be expensive. Diba? Ang challenge lang usually, if those people who are listening, hindi sila familiar, ano ba tong type of insurance na to? Diba? Bigyan mo na sila ng lowdown dyan, Gian, anong type of insurance tong sinasabi natin na 2,000 lang? Baka kasi syempre hindi sila familiar di ba?
Yeah. Actually, yun nga, the cheapest insurance that everyone can get is a term insurance. No? It's a purely life insurance product that just covers life insurance talaga in general. Wala nang ibang riders. There's no other riders like accident or critical illness coverage. So it's a purely life insurance, and it's a term insurance, so it's a 1 year coverage, then renewable annually as well.
So how much ulit lalabas? Mga 2,500 to 3,000?
I think around 2,700 to 3,000 depending on the amount of coverage.
Pag mga ganun.
For a year.
Tsaka
for
sa
a year
age.
na yun. A yearly coverage.
Tsaka depende rin siya sa age. Yun.
Depende rin sa age. So yung 2,700 to 3,000, usually mga pag
Bata yan,
mga 500,
20s.
pag mga 500,000, mga ganun Pag mga 20s.
Around 2 plus.
So, yun, it doesn't have to be expensive, and term insurance is one option. In fact, even if ayaw mo ng life coverage, and isipin lang natin is all about accident coverage, di ba? Which is another misconception about insurance na life lang talaga yung focus niya. We have other insurance called the accident coverage. And ang accident coverage, minsan can be below 1,000 lang or 1,000 lang
around
per year.
1,000 plus per year.
So just to
coverage.
Just to cover you for accident, 'di ba? So it mura for yung mga tight on budget, right?
Affordable.
Pero ito, since kanina napag-usapan natin, mga iniisip ng mga tao, life insurance is all about pag namatay yung what are the different insurances na meron na nakaka-benefit naman ako kahit na buhay ako? So, sige Giselle, do you have anong mga type of insurance na pwedeng kunin, let's say if someone is not yung gusto nilang kumuha na kahit pa paano ma-enjoy nila yung benefits or magamit nila yung benefits.
So, kasi sa amin, yun nga, sa VUL plans, which is yun yung may halong investment. Ito kasi, pwede mo siyang ma-withdraw. Meron mga holding period na pwede mo. Pero, ma-withdraw mo siya with higher charges. Pero pag na-achieve mo, for example, 10 years, makakapag-withdraw ka with less charges. And ito, pwede mong i-keep kahit hindi mo muna siya withdrawin. Nag-grow lang siya. So, ini-invest siya. Depende kung saan mo siya gustong i-invest, like sa equities or sa bond. Yun. It depends dun sa investor or sa gustong magpa-insure. So, if ever, meron din namang plan na ina-attach ng Vitality. Well sa amin, merong Vitality na pwede kang makakuha ng weekly rewards, makagigain mo yon by achieving your goals. Ito naman is basically sa steps and yung kung paano mo, nag-exercise ka yan. So, makaka-achieve ka ng goals and then makakakuha ka ng weekly reward. Ano ba yung weekly rewards na to? Pwede siyang GCash, sa Grab, discounts, and kasama na rin dito yung sa load. So, aside from that, may mga discounts yun.
Yeah.
Na like sa mga partners, like Toby's, and pati dun sa mga SEDA. And also, meron din sa mga precision, yung sa mga
mga clinics.
Diagnostic clinic. Yes.
So, dito
aside yun, for kahit buhay ka, nagagamit mo, hindi yung parang pag-insurance, patay-patay yung mga usapan, di ba? Parang, lang.
So, dito natin nakikita yung evolution of the insurance product, di ba? From being known as life insurance product na wherein yung beneficiaries mo lang makikinabang. Nabanggit nga ni Giselle na merong mga products na merong living benefits, 'di ba? Na long-term savings benefit na pwede mong makuha. And then in Film Life, meron ding products that would help you with health and wellness. Sabi ni Giselle na Film Vitality, which can also provide rewards, weekly rewards na pwede mong ma-enjoy naman in the short term. Kasi yung VUL, long term yan eh. Pinag-usapan natin
Yes. Mm-mm.
20 years. Itong Philam Vitality at least, mas short term yung pinag-uusapan natin dito. Like,
Mm-mm.
Immediate yan.
immediate. Pag nakuha mo ngayon, pwede mo na kagad i-convert
Once,
into GCash or pambayad ng load mo or ano. So, makukuha mo siya kagad. And that's weekly. So, in a month, mga 800 rin yung makukuha mo. Aside from this, Gian, meron ka pa bang ibang naisip na other types of insurances with living benefits?
well, actually, right now, no, parang it started about 3 years ago that life insurance companies now covers health as well. Health, there's a health coverage na inclusive na.
Yeah.
So what it means, no, it means that if ever anyone gets a critical illness, no, gets diagnosed for a critical illness like a cancer, heart attack, stroke, or any other critical illness, they'll be compensated for it. They'll get a lump sum of their insured coverage. So they'll be more focused on the recovery rather than spending their savings, their hard-earned savings on their medical bills. Meron silang makukuha for health fund. There's a health fund that's waiting for them. And also, life insurance companies also have an educational plan and a retirement plan. So those are the things that your kids can use for their college, for their enrollment. And then for the retirement, that's what you can use. Like what Giselle said, it's it's an investment that you can use in the future. When you retire, you have a money that will be waiting for you that you can use.
Yeah. So
those are the added living benefits. No? Hindi na lang death benefit parati ang pinag-uusapan natin.
Actually, very timely yung sinabi mo na health benefits, no? Kasi, syempre, in these times of COVID, di ba, ang iniisip natin kagad is yung gastusin about health. Lalo na may mga balita ngayon na si PhilHealth magsasara na in a couple of years. So, di ba, parang...
And also, may mga cases ng COVID, 1 week pa lang sa hospital, 1 million na kagad yung ano.
Oo, di ba? 1 million, isipin mo yun, you pay 1 million plus for some, they're not even going to work dahil may sakit sila or severe yung cases nila. So, hindi pa sila nakakasweldo talaga or wala pa silang income na nakukuha. So, medyo mabigat talaga. And some of the health insurance coverages would be able to provide hospitalization benefits.
Yes.
Yes.
Hospitalized ka. So, doon na nag-evolve. So, if may mga tao na nag-fear na, ang life insurance is all about death lang, di ba? So, these are the things na pwede mo... and of course, yung accident na nabanggit ko kanina na pwedeng accident lang.
Yeah.
And then, there are products rin naman na term, like yung nabanggit natin na cheap type of insurance na that can also cover for health coverage. Like sa atin, meron tayong active joint. Diba? Critical.
Yes. Merong critical illness coverage.
Merong critical
illness coverage.
Plus, yun mostly yung natin, yung mga products natin na medyo lower ang premiums compared to kasi mga VUL, let's face it, medyo mas mataas ang mga premiums ng VULs.
Yes, that's
so, not just in Philam Life but in general on all
every
life
insurance company.
So medyo mataas talaga yung coverage niya. So yung premiums niya pala for the coverage that you pay kasi may living benefits, diba? So ano pa yung other misconceptions that so we talked about life insurance or insurance being expensive, and we said nga na there are cheap options like the term insurance, and then we talked about it just being a living death benefit lang, and na-mention naman natin na merong mga coverages na pwedeng ma-enjoy yung insured, just like health, accident, and maganda, merong immediate benefits with Philam Vitality, diba, sa Philam Life. Ano pa yung sa tingin niyo yung other misconceptions na meron about life insurance?
Siguro, I'm not sure kung we can call it misconception, pero some people, they prioritize investment or investing in other they forget na important din na mauna rin yung protection before investment. Kasi for me, ang investment, makukuha mo yan anytime. So, ang insurance kasi, it can protect your investments din and your income, yung income mo, if in case hindi ka makapag-work, ganyan, because of critical illness, mapoprotect yung ano mo. For example, may business ka, you have a business. And then, wala kang protection. There's a tendency na ibenta mo yung business mo para makasurvive ka dun sa, for example, illness na yun, na critical illness. Kung parehas ka meron, better kasi mapoprotect na yung investment mo, mapoprotect mo pa yung sarili mo. So, yun.
So, parang lumalabas, may misconception na una, an insurance is an investment. So,
isa pa yun.
Some people treat insurance as an investment already. So, parang pag tinanong, may investments ka ba? Oo, pero pag tinignan mo, it's really an insurance. Yun yung one. And then, related dun sa sinabi ni Giselle na if you understand naman the difference ng insurance and na iba yung insurance and investment, merong mga tao na they feel that they don't need insurance kasi meron na silang investment and they can choose just one and okay na for it. Diba? So, parang yung point na maganda yung point na sinabi ni Giselle na, yung insurance mo can protect, let's say, your business or your investments. Kasi nga, mo naman yung investments mo kung pag nagkasakit ka, mawawala lahat nung i-invest mo or even your business, yung business mo, yung lahat ng mga proceeds mapupunta lang for your health needs rather than being able to use that for your family or your daily expenses. Diba? So, yun. Yung mga misconceptions about that. Ikaw, Gian, anything to add dun sa sinabi ni Giselle?
Actually, I have something, for...
Yeah, go.
Ang kasi nila, diba, insurance is an expense. I think that's another misconception about insurance.
Yes.
It's an added expense for them, without knowing that the premium that they're paying for their insurance will help their families. It will provide the income for their families if something should happen to the insured.
Yeah.
So, yun yung nakakalimutan ng mga iba na, yun, syempre gastos, diba? Parang, how much premium? 30,000, 40,000 na premium per year, or 20,000 premium per year. Yung iba na is gastos yun. Without realizing na yung ginagastos nila na yun, babalik din sa kanila yun. Should anything happen.
Yeah.
There.
Oh, and ang mahirap rin, ang challenge din kasi from the client's perspective is parang you are spending for something na hindi mo alam when you use it or hindi mo nahahawakan di ba? But at the same time, ang lagi kong sinasabi nga dyan is that most people, meron silang car insurance, meron silang, di ba, iba't ibang insurance to protect their business.
Kahit cellphone, naka-insure na.
Oo, di ba, ngayon meron ng cellphone insurance, di ba, merong home insurance, merong business, you're protecting your business, yung mga inventory mo and all. Pero the man running the business, the person running the business, or the person earning, hindi naman naka-insure or even may car insurance.
Or underinsured.
Or underinsured. May car insurance ka nga, pero yung nakasakay dun sa loob, wala namang insurance, di ba? So parang medyo contradicting rin yung belief ng some of the people na parang yung sasabi mo na it's an expense, pero some people, yung priorities nila are different. Like, insured ko yung car ko, pero ako, hindi ako insured or kulang yung insurance ko. So pag nang accident ako, di ba? Maayos ko yung car ko, pero yung sarili ko, hindi ako sure kung maayos ko kasi nga, may mga medical expenses pa. And also, yung sinabi ni Jen na in the long run, you're still saving, kumbaga. Di ba? Inisip nila expensive, pero in reality, saving. In fact, if hindi term insurance ang kinuha mo, there are living benefits, di ba, in the long run. Even if hindi VUL, yung mga traditional lang, meron naman yung mga cash value, 'di ba, na benefits. Ako may i-add ako na isang um, misconception rin. Kasi isa sa mga, 'di ba, minsan madalas na concern is the budget. And feeling nila, if kumuha ko ngayon, and then if hindi na ako makakabayad, wala na yung insurance ko, hindi na ako may insure. Diba? Maybe that's true for a term insurance kasi nga it's cheap. Pero for other types of insurances like a VUL or a traditional insurance, it doesn't mean na hindi ako makabayad, maglalapse agad. Especially if medyo matagal na yung matagal na ako nagbabayad. In the first 2-3 years siguro, medyo mas challenging in terms of yung tinatawag nating
Account value.
Dahil walang account value yung VUL mo. So, may mas malaki yung chance na mag-lapse talaga. Pero, let's say on the 6, 7, 8 year, pag hindi ako makabayad, then merong mga options, different options that you could use to make sure na enforce pa rin yung policy mo, covered pa rin ikaw. Diba? And for a VUL, that's what we call the premium holiday na you can always avail of na pag hindi ako makabayad for, let's say, a few months or a year, if enough yung account value ko to make it still keep it in force, then pwedeng yun yung gamitin to pay the cost of insurance, diba? So it doesn't mean na lapse agad, diba? It doesn't mean na even if yung mga traditional life insurance na walang account value, like yung mga may cash value lang, merong mga options that you could use para hindi siya mag-lapse, like reduce paid up, yung tipong bababaan ko na lang yung coverage ng insurance ko pero bayad na ako, hindi ko na kailangan ituloy yung payment, di ba? Pero covered pa rin ako. Yun nga lang, of smaller amount, di ba?
Smaller coverage.
Smaller coverage. So it doesn't mean na hindi ko na kaya magbayad. Masasayang or maglalapse agad yung policy ko. And usually naman, even if naglapse yan, there is still reinstatement period na within 3 years dapat ma-reinstate mo. Of course, may mga conditions that you need to follow, di ba? To make sure na ma-reinstate siya. Especially yung health mo is one of the most important thing na para ma-reinstate ang isang policy. So that's one. Kayo, anong take nyo doon about those types of those misconceptions?
Siguro, yun lang. We need to educate more lang din regarding dun sa mga... Kasi talagang ang tao, kung hindi mo mapaliwanag sa kanya at makausap siya talaga, yun yung iisipin niya. So, mas maganda, mas marami tayong makausap.
Pero kayo, on a personal level, so kayo ba, before you started here, were you fans of insurance or were you, yung understanding about insurance?
Kasi ako before I entered film life, meron na rin akong life insurance. So, bata pa lang ako nakakuha, mga around 21, nakakuha ako. And, noong una, parang niisip ko, ay, mapapagastos ako. Parang madadagdag pa yan sa babayarang monthly. So, parang medyo na-bother ako. Tapos, nung nagtagal na, parang it became part of my budget na parang wala na lang, hindi mo na naiisip. So, in the long run, parang naisip, nagpapasalamat ako dun sa tao na nag-introduce sa akin ng insurance. Yun pa yung nangyari. So, ayun.
Pero, when you got the insurance, naintindihan mo ba yung pinapasok or yung binabayaran mo? Kasi, alam mo, common to na parang, especially at that age na, 21, ganyan, hindi pa nila naintindihan masyado. Ikaw ba, parang naintindihan mo yung kinuha mo at that time?
Di masyado. Actually, hindi masyado. Parang, hindi ko nga maalala yung plan ko nung sa film life na ako. Tsaka ko lang siya na-review nung naintindihan ko na eh. So, ito pang isang maganda na i-share ko lang din. Na most of the time, we need to listen din sa mga advisors natin na mag-i-explain sa atin. Kasi, minsan, kala natin, kaya natin, may mga nakakaintindi ng mga basics ng insurance. Pero, mas may explain ng advisor. So, parang mas maganda kung nakikinig tayo talaga.
Ikaw, Gian, at what point nung pumasok, before ba you were, before you entered this industry, ano ka na ba, you are aware of insurance or fan ka ba or hindi ka believer, mga ganun?
Ako, no, actually, I'm a believer of insurance. No, in fact, I got my first insurance about around 9 years ago, 2011. Yun.
Okay.
It's a VUL policy. Although, yun nga, 9 years ago. So, ang parang pinakabago pa lang na nun is there's an insurance component there's an investment component in the insurance. So that's one of the reasons why I got it. No? So parang I need to start investing. In my mind, I need to also start investing. And I also need to protect myself. No? So ang coverage ko lang that time was a life insurance plus accident, no? And then yung VL na na. And since actually, kaya ako naging believer kasi my mom, especially my mom, no, she has an insurance herself. And also, nakapag kami ng FERPI dito sa CAP. Meron ganun. It paid for my college tuition fees. So, that's, it's not really an insurance, but it's something that, you will able to use in the future. So yun yung naisip ko rin with the insurance. It's something that I will be able to use in the future. Yun. Tapos, yun nga, syempre, that was 2011, 9 years ago. Tapos, nung nakausap kita, when we were able to talk, Jeremy, you introduced me that there's some new benefits with insurance regarding health. But ngayon, meron ng health coverage. So, from that 9 years, marami nang nagbabago, maraming changes na nangyayari sa insurance, maraming nadadagdag na coverage. So, yun nga, kaya yung mga misconception before na insurance na ako, hindi ko na ulit kailangan ng panibagong insurance. Doon pumapasok yun.
Yeah. Yun, eksakto. Yun yung next na sasabihin ko sana, yung misconception na you only need one insurance policy or sabihin natin 1 million pesos. Kasi yun yung parang basic di ba? Parang 1 million, malaking amount.
1 million, so, malaki na.
Enough na yan for me. So another misconception is that, isang insurance lang naman kailangan ko or itong amount lang naman yung kailangan ko. Pero yun nga, in reality is if you compute it, 'di ba? 1 million is saan ka ba dadalhin ng 1 million ngayon, 'di ba? Especially
if I compute it, hindi na talagang 1 year ang 1 million ko
'Di ba? Well, sabihin na natin tinipid mo talaga yung 1 million and you get 50,000 per month lang. Ilang lang 'yon, mga less than 2 years. Ubos 'yon, 'di ba? So hindi ganoon kalaki yung 1 million na insurance coverage, 'di ba? So that's another misconception about insurance na parang isa lang yung kailangan. Pero kayo ba may multiple insurance na kayo? Sige.
Oo. Follow up ko lang din doon. Dahil nga yung iba, misconception is isa lang yung need kong life insurance. May mga tao din na, I have security fund naman, security fund, and I have this amount of money naman, X amount of money. I think I don't need insurance. The more nga dapat, di ba, na mag-i-insure natin yung sarili natin. Kasi, most likely, kung mataas yung, yung fund mo, mataas din yung expenses mo. So, para mas ma-protect ka pa, and hindi magalaw yung security fund mo, mas maganda, di ba, na may insurance ka.
Ano ito, security fund? Like the emergency fund?
Oo, emergency fund.
Okay. And they serve different purpose, di ba? Yung emergency fund kasi usually is for an immediate emergency. Like, nangyari ngayon or di ba, right now, like ngayon, very, timely rin yan kasi maraming nawalan ng trabaho, di ba? And an emergency fund could serve that purpose na kahit na nawalan ng trabaho, I can still live for 6 months or even 3 to 6 months or even a year. Na meron akong magagastos. Diba? Habang naghahanap ulit ako ng trabaho or re-establishing myself in the, to make money ulit, diba? So, So yun naman yung purpose ng emergency fund. An insurance is to protect you as well, na hindi mo nga yun, katulad sabi ni Giselle, na hindi mo gagamitin yung emergency fund mo. Diba? Na hindi siya
Or savings funds mo.
Oo, na hindi siya madideplete. So yun, ang next question ko was, kayo ba, you have multiple insurance na for right now, or enough na, or you feel na, or meron kayong target na insurance amount na gusto nyo ma-achieve? It doesn't have to be, ngayon meron na, kasi baka mamaya. Ang misconception is, even as financial advisors, syempre, tao lang rin tayo, hindi kagad-kagad yung na-compute nating insurance needs, na meron na kagad tayo, di ba? For sure dyan, meron, even advisors, some are still underinsured, some are still, pero for sure yan, meron yung insurance. Di ba? 1 or 2 at least, meron yan. Pero, pero yung being enough yung insured amount, maybe not everyone is there yet, di ba? Pero kayo ba, do you have multiple insurance policies na?
Yes. Isa pa dyan, bukod sa meron ka na nga na multiple insurance policy, for every life stage kasi, nagbabago yung needs. Like ako, right now, I'm single. What if I get married and I have kids? For sure, madadagdagan din yung need ko of having a higher life insurance coverage. So, yun ang looking forward to ko din. Since, yun nga, for a different life stage talaga, magpapalit yung needs ko or madadagdagan.
So ikaw, nagpe-prepare ka na?
Yes.
Ang importante, yung mga papangasawa mo, dapat tatanungin mo kung insured na rin.
Yes. Oo, insured na siya. Kasi, bukod sa believer din siya, almost same kami ng work. So, talagang believer kami ng insurance.
Yun naman yung maganda. Kasi, kapag hindi naman, at least pag nagpakasal kayo or at least dapat makuha na agad kasi ng additional coverage. Siyempre, ang next stage dyan, alam naman natin, pag-build na ng family, which is may anak na, and also mas malaking coverage ang kailangan. Ikaw Gian.
Napapag-usapan.
Yun. Ikaw, Gian, do you have multiple
actually,
policies?
I have multiple. I have 3 policies. Actually, I have 3. Although, I have 4 pala actually kasi we also started an educational fund for our daughter. So we have 4. So
nice. So actually, the more immersed ka here, the more believer that you will become. So like multiple. Hindi ko na alam ko ilan. Pero mga 5 or 6 yata yung mga education. Basta I choose products rin eh. I mean, all of the products naman of Film Life is good. Pero I personally choose what fits me.
Actually,
pipili rin ako na, it doesn't mean na lahat ng products na yan meron ako. But kung ano yung feeling ko na appropriate for me or yung kaya ko now, na talagang hindi ko masasayang kasi may iba kukuha lang for the sake of, just having the insurance. Pero hindi nila naintindihan kung ano yung kinukuha.
Para saan yun and the purpose for that.
And yun, and also, bigla ko lang naalala, another misconception na. So, if you're, sa tingin nyo ba, if, like, napag-usapan natin kanina about building a family, di ba? If a housewife, for example, di ba? Kasi may misconception din lagi na if you're a housewife, you don't really need insurance kasi
kasi if you're single, if you're a housewife, kasi
parang ito yung
hindi ka kumikita.
Hindi ka kumikita. Wala ka namang income. Alam mo yun?
Wala kang dependent, no? Yung single, ganyan.
Hindi. If housewife ka, meron kang dependent. Pero money-wise, you're not really... Parang yung pinag-usapan namin last time about kids di ba? Yung kids, economically, wala silang binibring to the table na financial, So ngayon, move tayo to having yung housewife naman. What's your take about housewife should they be, or house husband, sige, para fair naman, baka sabihin nila, housewife lang. House husband or housewife, yung stay at home lang, which is yung spouse nila yung nag-work, nagtatrabaho. So, definitely yung spouse nila, sure. Pero, may misconception na, pag housewife pa lang, you don't really need to be insured. What's your take on those?
Ako sa akin, for me, kailangan pa rin. Kasi, especially for nang naiisip ko dyan is yung critical illness coverage should be enough. Kasi kung wala, for example, nagkaroon ng critical illness si housewife and yes, earning si husband, pero if walang critical illness coverage, magsasuffer yung finances nila.
Yeah.
Siyempre, may makukuha ka pero konti na lang. So, at least, if ever man something happens like that, meron may ilalabas and hindi mahihirapan.
Ikaw, Gian?
Same with Giselle, no? Kasi every member of the family, mapapagastos ka dyan one way or another. Mapapagastos ka talaga. If not for an illness, for any untimely event, no? May chances talaga na mapapagastos ka. So, yun, one way of yung health coverage natin is one way is it acts as a health fund. No? It acts as an emergency health fund. Na, yun yung buffer mo bago mo galawin yung savings, no? Yung inipon mo, yung ilang years mong inipon na pera. That's one way of protecting that savings amount. No? So, yun. Kaya I think every member of the family should really, even kids, kasi kids nagkakasakit din naman, no? And as parents, no, tayo, Jeremy, we really don't plan, no? Any parent doesn't plan for their kids' demise. Kasi talagang hindi natin pinagpa-plan. Hindi natin iniisip na mauuna sila kaysa sa atin.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, kung merong nangyari sa kanila, no, it really has an impact with us.
Yeah.
Emotionally, lalo na emotionally. No? So, and syempre, pag merong ganun na nangyayari, even for our wife, no, or a housewife or a house husband, kung may nangyayari, it impacts the breadwinner. May emotionally na may mangyayari sa breadwinner na tsaka may mga added responsibilities kasi sa bahay, di ba?
Yeah.
For the breadwinner, mag-multitask siya. He has to earn, he or she has to earn, but at the same time, kailangan niyang ayusin yung system sa bahay na nawala dahil nawala yung partner nila.
Yeah. Yun yung sasabihin ko na parang even if you're a housewife or a house husband, malaki pa rin yung role ng taong yun in the family. Diba? Kasi nga, if nawala yung even, wag na natin sabihin about critical illness. Pag nawala yung worst case scenario, nawala yung house husband or housewife. Yung breadwinner, katulad ng sabi ni Gian, would have added responsibilities. Iisipin na niya yung sa bahay.
Yes.
Kasuhin yun, diba? Which will impact yung current livelihood mo.
Yes.
Other than, of course, the obvious reason na hindi ka masyado makafocus and maka-work, especially in the first months or years, di ba? First lang years, medyo mahirap pag-adjust. So, magkakaroon talaga ng impact. So, being able to insure the housewife or house husband is also important for that reason. No? Na hindi siya, kumbaga, tanggalin natin yung misconception na hindi nila kailangan because they're not earning, they're not the breadwinner, but they keep the household, together, kumbaga. And ang dami nilang nagagawang responsibilities. Alright, so meron pa ba kayong other misconceptions other than sa mga napag-usapan natin?
Last na lang, yung sa mga single individuals na nabanggit ko na, nasingit ko siya before, kanina. Yung mga single, di ba, there's a misconception that single ako, wala akong dependent. So I don't need insurance.
Yeah.
Actually, may rami akong nababasang ganyan sa yung mga insurance groups. No, merong single ka, bakit mo kailangan ng insurance? Ganyan. Yeah. Ganun yung mga nila. Sinasagot nila dun sa mga nag-i-inquire. Ganun.
Yeah, and
there's a misconception with that. Kasi single, yun nga, di ba? As I said earlier, di ba? Yung parents doesn't plan na mauuna yung kids nila for them. Walang parent na nagpaplano na sa demise ng anak nila.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be an impact to the parents. Hindi nga sila dependent sa parents nila, pero syempre yung naipon ng parents nila, yun yung gagastos nila for that kid, for the kid, in case may mangyari. So parang the insurance will act as a protection for the parents. Parang it's gonna be for the parents na lang na.
Yeah. And like we said kanina, there are other types of insurance that maybe ma-feel ng isang single na yung life insurance, for example, since wala siyang dependents, hindi masyadong important for that person. Pero there are other types of insurance that would benefit that person. Health insurance, accident insurance, diba? Yung life insurance naman, even if you don't need it now, diba? Like katulad ng sinabi ni Giselle kanina, even if you don't need it now, or you feel na you don't need it now, or hindi mo ma-appreciate, kasi let's face it, when I was single, hindi ko ma-appreciate yung value of a life insurance. Kasi nga, wala akong dependents. My family was okay naman. My parents were earning well, diba? So parang feeling ko, yung unang isip ko is, ay, hindi to valuable for me, diba? Pero looking back, nakakuha ko ng head start kahit papano. Na buti na lang kumuha ko early on kasi ngayong married na ako and may family na ako. Since mas malaki na yung gastusin ko, I might not be able to get more insurance coverage, diba? So, being single, you still need it. You still need certain insurances. And for life insurance naman, maybe you feel na hindi mo siya kailangan now, but at some point, you will realize na kailangan mo siya and it might be too late for you. Or not really too late, pero alangan na yung time na feeling mo hindi mo na ma-allot yung budget mo for it kasi mas marami ka ng gasto. So, it gives you a head start, diba? On building your insurance portfolio, building the amount of coverage that you would need later on when you have a family, diba? Kaya, katulad si Giselle, nagpaplano na siya ng family. So parang, nagpaplano na. Yung nabanggit na kanina na parang, di ba, parang iniisip niya.
Naiisip na.
Oo,
naiisip na niya.
Naiisip mo na kasi single ka, hindi mo pa na-feel mo na hindi pa valuable ngayon. Pero naiisip mo na later on, pag nagkaanak ako, I will still need it. Di ba? And maganda na yung meron siyang head start ng, meron na ako nito. So next time, pag bibili ako or kukuha ako ng additional, itong amount na lang muna yung kukunin ko, di ba? Kunyari, mayroon ka ng 1 to 2M, for example. Pag may anak ka na, more than that ang kailangan mo eh. So at least, let's say you need another 1M or 2M, then yun na lang yung kukunin mo for pag once na nagkaanak ka na. Hindi na yung buong 4 or 5M na isang bagsakan, di ba? So at least meron ka ng head start. So yun. Anything else, Gian, Giselle, about different other misconceptions about life insurance
Siguro,
and insurance? Yeah.
I don't know if this is considered a misconception, pero like si Gian nabanggit sa mga single, ito naman sa mga married couples na they think magiging conflict with their spouse if ever na kumuha sila ng life insurance. Kasi most of the time they say na they will, ito yung other part, yung isa, sabihin na I'll ask my husband or wife. For me, it is a bonus na for their husband or wife kasi makakatulong to sa family nila. Meron din naman na nagiging conflict siya because parang baka mamaya is magkaroon ng away or what, tapos maging complicated, magiging problema siya. So, if ever naman, pwede naman kasing palitan yung beneficiary if hindi maging okay. So, if ever yun, pwedeng mga steps na gawin na mga, kung nababother yung isang husband or wife with regards sa marital status or what.
So, yun na, there are things that you can change, no? So, baka,
yes,
kaya lang nagkakaroon ng conflict, baka hindi pala yung asawa yung yung beneficiary. Nagka-conflict, di ba? Hindi, pero kidding aside, di ba, may mga changes naman yan. And tama si Giselle, ma-appreciate yan ng husband or wife mo in terms of, if we explain kung ano ba yung reason kung bakit tayo kumuha niya, that's the reason for protecting ourselves and our income, diba? So, and I'm sure maintindihan nila yan na, na parang kailangan ko nga, diba? Kaya, ang nagiging challenge lang naman kasi usually I think, just to be able to put the practical side of it is that, yun nga, pag may family ka na, there are a lot of expenses. And katulad mo,
Tama.
it's seen as an expense for many families without realizing na it would give you benefits in the long run. And even now, di ba? So, it's seen as an expense. Kaya nga, as early as possible, you get an insurance para pag may asawa ka na, may family ka na, mas konti na lang yung need mo of getting additional one. So, yun naman yung practical side of it. But again, yung sinasabi niyo sa conflict, I think it's, really more about being able to let that other person understand ano ba yung reason kung bakit ka kumukuha or why you are insuring yourself or even your spouse, di ba? Yun. Anything else you want to add, guys?
Okay.
Okay na. So, all right. So, thank you, Ian and Zel. So, just to recap, we've got a lot of misconceptions na discuss natin. Una, it's expensive. Pangalawa is there's just death benefits ang makukuha ng beneficiaries. And of course, na parang you just need one policy, hindi mo na kailangan ng additional policies. Also, yun nga, you don't need to, ang dami misconceptions. You don't need to insure the housewife or house husbands. And most of these naman, and I think all of these, we've able to explain kung bakit, kumbaga, we bust that misconception or we binrake natin yung misconception na yun to explain ano ba talaga yung use of an insurance that can benefit the insured and their families. So, thank you, Gian and Giselle.
Thank you.
And do you want to promote anything like your Facebook page or that they can follow?
Ayun, visit lang nila yung The Vital Advice or at The Vital Advice, dire-diretso.
Sa Facebook to?
Sa Facebook, yes, Facebook.
And Gian?
Just follow my page, like and follow my page at The Family Man PH on Facebook. And you can also join my financial forum on LinkedIn, the Philippine Financial Forum on LinkedIn.
And you have a group rin, di ba?
It's a group, so we do what we discussed there about financial planning, systematically doing a financial planning, also do budgeting and what you can do about investing, anything about financial planning, basically.
So yun, the Vital Advice, tama ba may yung sa'yo,
Yes,
meron. The Vital Advice and the Family Man PH. And then sa LinkedIn, anong group ulit?
Philippine Financial Forum.
Forum, yes. Marami kayong makukuhang different perspectives naman, di ba? From different advisors, iba rin yung mga perspectives that you can get about insurance, investments, and anything personal finance. So for us, continue to follow JJT Premier Financials for personal finance as well, insurance, and some videos about ganito, yung mga kwentuhan about insurance, investments, and personal finance topics. As well as career as a financial advisor, meron din tayo niyan in our Facebook page, JJT Premier Financial. So, thank you, Gian and Giselle. Thank you for listening, everyone. And we hope you have a great day. And we hope you enjoy the rest of your week. And we'll see you again on the next episode. Bye.
And stay safe, everyone.
Stay safe. Yes, stay safe.
Yes.
Bye.
Stay safe. Bye-bye.
All right.